So earlier here on the channel, we spoke to ANC spokesperson Pule Mabe on the party's reaction to the ongoing power crisis. And during the interview, we mistakenly broadcast that the ANC is calling for a shutdown against load shedding. On the contrary, the party's spokesperson has slammed calls for national shutdowns by opposition parties. Pule Mabe is in studio and he joins us now. And our sincerest apologies about that error.
Yeah, well, it was quite concerning because it began sending panic out there, and it also appeared as if it was deliberate and intentional, because it cannot be that when others are trying so hard to push the organization back, even with the efforts that we are putting to convey a positive message and reassure people that government is doing everything else possible to attend to this, then boom, there comes a headline that says the ANC is calling for a national shutdown. That effectively suggests that we want to renege from responsibility ourselves. We do not want to participate in finding a solution. You know, we are effectively saying, no, as a party that is in government, we have been effectively liquidated. Let's allow this thing to now be on autopilot. That's how it sends that message. And when I spoke to both Koli, who interviewed me, never in that interview did we speak about shutdown. So it just puzzles me on how the editorial team that is clearly listening to an interview ongoing decides to write something that is not even spoken about in the interview. So we have got to really question this seriously. And of course, maybe outside this interview, we'll need to pick up that kind of a conversation. This is not something that the ANC should just leave lightly. Because a mistake, we have to question ourselves. Your bloggers on social media, everywhere else, on Twitter, this has now generated a big conversation. I mean, would have been out when I left here, I was going to fix my son's school stuff. We had to, because I couldn't join what our comrades are doing out there in Mpumalanga today together with the Secretary General. I had to leave that task to come and attend to the misrepresentation that was being done in my name. It's not correct. It's not correct at all. You know, we respect Newzroom Afrika. We hold you in high regard, and we expect the same from yourselves and all other media outlets. The reason why we respond to invitations to interviews is to allow us to convey positions of the African National Congress. We said this morning that our national officials assist with this matter. And when they are done with this, they will be able to convey more fully the position of the African National Congress. So we are able to speak on our behalf. So boards that are written when we are doing interviews do not represent us. So if they want to come across as what we have said to many others out there who might come and, because someone who did not watch the interview and only got to see the banner there, what do they make of us? What do they make of the ANC? We shouldn't do this. We shouldn't do this. I mean, Newzroom is an independent media outlet that we sincerely respect. So do your work in that way. We'll still come here when we are invited. And where we feel that our position has been misrepresented, we'll have to come through a right of reply and convey the position of the African National Congress. So media houses must never come across as being deliberate and intentional against the African National Congress. It's not correct.
Again, now our sincerest apologies for the misrepresentation. Like you said, this is a conversation that will probably be had at the highest echelons. Thank you very much for coming through with that clarity.